Well, yo, what is up, guys? It's been 3 weeks. I'm sorry. I just I have no preparation for this video at all until like a week ago. So now we're here, and Luka and Sanji are both of the small forest was coming out into the game. Looking at both of them, I'm pretty sure you guys know who Sanji is. Sanji is like One Piece character, right? If I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, One Piece character, and like this is this is gonna be the small four words of BASKETRIO when these two come out. But and with the addition with Newgate too, it's gonna be wild. I think there's gonna be a lot more people playing small forward. But before we do any of that, let's just just try to compare the two. I feel like this guy right here. Let's start with Luka. Let's start with Luka. Miracle 77. After opponent with pump fake increases mid shot field goal percentage and open 3 point field goal percentage and slightly increased steal resistance, resisting and recovering, resting stamina recovery rate. So what does that fun bug? Can tell me
Yeah,
what
so
that means?
on Luca, the real thing that we have to determine is whether his skill is going to work after he does his skill or only after they fall for the pump fake. So no matter what it is, it's going to be goaded because if it works after pump fakes, that means he doesn't have to be predictable and use the skill, which means he can start using that increased field goal on like a pull up jumper three.
Yeah.
So instead of having I think small forwards get, let me see, I believe it's plus four or plus six. No, no, it's actually, let me see.
Plus four
I don't
mid
want to give
shot
out any.
or mid shot.
No, no, not even the mid shot. Like not even the mid shot. So on mid shot they get plus six.
All
But
right.
on 3 point field goal they get plus five if it's elite for a 3 pointer. So if it works off of a pump fake, so if you bite on a pump fake and he shoots it, let's say that the skill gives him, let's say three for some example, that would give him like plus eight 3 point percent field goal on a pull up jumper, which means he'd be cash. But if it doesn't work that way, if it doesn't work off biting the pump fakes and it works on the skill, that means he can just do the catch and dash backwards. Essentially, it's essentially catch and dash backwards.
Mm.
He can just do that and then shoot the threes without you jumping. So if you try to steal, it's gonna lead to a high percentage shot. So either way, I'm still waiting to find out exactly the details on how it works because we can't see features and spectate.
All right.
But no matter what happens, it's gonna be a killer. Like
Yeah.
it's an offensive monster, but the thing is, like, small forwards aren't really there for offense. Like, their benefit is defense. So
Right.
to have that much offense is gonna be crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
And not much of shooting threes either, because I see that he has a plus 12 3 point shot, and I see that he has a -7 contact. So that's something definitely just to look out for, and just to yeah.
So the thing is, like, the 3 point shot is like the stats, the small stats help. Like, but you'll see a Mitsuki with like plus 300 three missing
Yeah.
wides back
Yeah,
to
of
back.
course.
So
Of course.
so the three is okay, but the field goal percentage counts more. So either way, if he gets a PG pass buff, which is 10% or 12%, even though it doesn't show in the game, like there's a lot of things going on in the game that it's kind of rough. I don't want to say that they're bugs, but yeah, they're bugs. Um, but yeah, if he gets plus 10% field goal or plus 12 from an MVP pass, then he gets a pull up jumper, which is going to give him plus 5 on elite
All
or
right.
plus 4. Then he gets another bonus on the skill that technically would give him more field goal percentage than any shooting guard can get, which isn't going to be the same as like a shooting guard shooting quick jumper off of the three, but it's going to be damn high. Like it's going to be
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna be really high.
yep, yep, yep. And to give you like a idea of numbers, like just so people get like an idea of what I mean when I say stats aren't as important. I ran some tests like months and months ago. So 3 point focus, that skill gives you plus 10% field goal percentage back
Mm-hmm.
in the day. Now
Mm-hmm.
it gives you plus 12. And we ran a test, and having 3 point focus shoot wide open with 178 3 point shot compared to shooting just normal threes with about 230 something 3 point shot. The 178 came out higher, shooting 10%
Ooh.
plus.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
And that
and
is.
that was before.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was before the level 6 skill. So it was only 10%. It could have went to 12%.
Yeah. And
And
that is with the PG buff, or that's just it by itself.
nope, that's just it. No PG buffs.
Oh.
So that's plus 10%. Imagine shooting with Luka, plus 14 or plus 15 or plus 18 because we don't know the numbers of his buff. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
even if you have like 170 3-point shot, you're gonna be knocking it out like you had 250 or more. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. I remember you said that, like, that maybe Sanji and Luka both have to have, like, good PGs and stuff like that to give them the pass buffs. But I feel like that Luka is more of an ISO player than
Yeah,
Sanji is. That's the one thing when I when I like saw like the gameplay and stuff like that. That's the only thing what I was thinking of. The only thing I was thinking of was like Luka is more of an ISO player. Luka is like, yeah, you could probably solo queue and carry with Luka without probably a PG.
so the thing is, like, people don't realize in this game, PGs, like, you can score and stuff, but there's only one ball. So,
Of
like,
course.
there's a pass bar mentality, which is okay. If you want to get over there and do a lot, you can do a lot.
Yeah.
But essentially, like, the best scorers in the game, they need the ball all the time. Like, there's this saying we had, like, back in 3-on-3, like, 3-on-3 console, not the mobile. And it's that, I need the ball even when I don't have the ball. So, like, it sounds silly in this game, but imagine if Jordan's on your team. Like, even if he doesn't have the ball, he needs the ball. So, like,
Right.
when you have the ball, like, you're still you're only holding it temporarily until it's the right time for him to have it. So, Luka's one of the small forwards who can like play around that, like where it's like, oh, this pass is late or whatever. But Sanji, if you pass it like 0.5 seconds late, it's the difference from getting a wide open shot and like the play having to reset. So Sanji's much more forgiving. He can cook up. If you if the passes aren't exactly on time for Sanji, it's gonna be like it's a normal small forward. It's not like he has those skills.
Yeah.
Like that's not
Yeah.
what it is. So
Yeah. It's kind of like, I guess it has like some resemblance like the Mitsuki, like to like the past timing and stuff like that. I guess if you look at it that way, I guess it can be like that.
yep, yep, it's exactly like that. Like his B cut skill is like so. Like I said, 3-on-3 console's another game, but in that game, I used to use literally that one skill between pump fakes and jab steps, and
Right.
you could drop 30. But the
Right.
thing is, like I said, if the pass is late, there is no skill because like then it's just like, oh, I just got the ball with the defender in front of me. Like there's no point in me even wasting the stamina to do the skill.
Right.
So it's kind of rough. It's a team effort, but
Yeah.
this game
Yeah,
pretty much free.
and it requires a little bit more skill
Yep.
too. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like now, these two small forwards is gonna put some skill gap on the small forward. It's and there with
Yep.
there with Newgate as well. The Newgate and that step back, you could literally just cheese that literally all game though. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just let's step back with the dribble, and you know
Yeah,
how
Newgate's
small.
hard.
Oh, go
Okay,
ahead.
good. I was gonna say Newgate's hard to guard 1 versus 1, and he's hard to guard 2 versus 1 too, which is crazy. Like that's ridiculous. So
Yeah, and you know how mid shot res and stuff like that, cards, time set, and it's gonna be a little bit rougher. It's gonna be a little bit rougher to guard, but these two it's just gonna take some skill because you're actually gonna need a team to play with these two. Honestly,
it's really like it sounds weird because like people think like SF is brain dead or easy. It's actually the opposite. The thing is, if you're playing SF, it's I don't want to say it's higher risk, higher reward. The offense is lower risk, but overall it's a higher risk reward situation because if you mess up twice, you're coming back with twos. So your defense needs to be on par and your teamwork. It's really an elite position, but
yeah,
it's teamwork. It's a lot of
yeah,
teamwork. So.
a lot. And that's something that's very underrated now because all we see is Livia, Mitsuki, and Ryo running around the court all day. So it's like maybe maybe Luka might help that a little bit. So let's go right over here to Mr. Sanji. Mr. Sanji, ooh, 12 plus run, 8 plus block. Ooh, stamina, contact. I, f- I feel like Sanji might be a little bit better, but probably like pillar wise. I mean, like nobody plays pillar anymore. I mean, yeah. So this, I think he, I think he might just be a pillar player.
Um, yeah, it's pillar slash swing, which in this game it's not really full swing because you don't have the mana under the basket. But yeah, essentially, I would say you play him like pillar or like a swing or a hybrid swing. But yeah, I think the problem with pillar this day and age is people don't want to play it because like it's like an ego role. Like if you're playing pillar, your job on PG is to make sure they get the ball
Right.
right on time, which means like on offense, like you show up with like 2 points if you have to, you know, and then people are like, oh man, whatever. And then the thing with SF pillar is you're no longer you're no longer like the number one defender on the court. You're still a good defender as a PG,
Right.
but like if there's an SG on the court, like they have white paper tower defense. But if there's an SF on the court, like they're sending, they're small PFs. They're sending everything, you know.
Right.
So that means your defense, you're not so important on defense. Like you're still there to play defense, but they're gonna lock stuff up. Unlike a SG who's just like gonna be standing around. So essentially, like to play pillar effectively, your PG needs to be like chill enough to know that he's part of the team and he's not there to shine, you know. And then
Yeah.
same thing with your C. Like they're not going to be getting like 94 rebounds, so the rebound average is going to go down because
Yeah.
there's not that many missed shots, and the shots that are missed, um, can be
Gen-
blocks on the other team because
Right.
now you have a small forward with 220 block. Like you know, like
Yeah.
people see PGs blocking like crazy, and that's like the max on PG usually is like anywhere between 199, 216, and if they put on something crazy like Thanos, they can go up to 220. So imagine that, except more. It's gonna be crazy. So yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, Pillar's not really dead because like people don't want to like just take. I don't want to say take the backseat, but people don't want to be like a team effort. It's more of like, hey, let me shine because they want to get like 10 rebounds and they want to like score like 14 points on PG, or they want to be shooting guards with like 95. Pillar is kind of like everyone just becomes one, and then the stats look terrible, but
Yeah.
the wins don't. Like the wins don't. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah. This boy Sanji got that elite level power block and
Yep.
what is that? Quick jumper? Quick jumper? Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, they have the perfect skill set. So
Yeah.
Sanji has. Let me see. I'll tell you if I can go off the top because they're still in English. Power block. He has quick jumper. He has dunk focus, which for all the people who love that have it.
Oh yeah.
He has double clutch, catch and dash, SP layup, which gives him like a wider manual layup, which is harder to block, which is also harder to chase down.
Right.
Um,
Is that
so
crossover spin? Or that's
um,
jumper drive?
yeah. So
It's
he's
it's either one of those.
yeah, his skill set is crazy. Let me take a look at his skills and I'll tell you what he has. Does he have crossover spin right now? 2 seconds. Sorry, I gotta pull him up. Um, he doesn't have crossover spin, which gives him a little bit of extra distance. But he does have, I don't know, like his kit is so crazy, like
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Plus,
Posi-
he has to dunk focus, which is gonna give him like 80% dunk if you have cards,
yeah.
which is it's ridiculous.
This is crazy. Within 1 second of after ending airwalk. Can you explain that? Because when I was reading it and then when I was looking, I said like airwalk. What is he moonwalking or what's going
Oh,
on?
they probably so like some of the games names they don't want to like steal the names from other games, so they call it Airwalk. It's just VCAT. It's just FS2 or 3-on-3 VCAT. But the skill is overpowered. Like it's an overpowered skill. And like I said, I don't want to keep referring to 3-on-3 console, but on 3-on-3 console, I would literally do 3-2-1. My PG passes me the ball, kind of like pillar passing time. And I would V cut straight into the paint, and I'm either gonna shoot that, and since I'm a small forward, I can shoot slightly contested if it's not blocked, just going in, or that's a pump fake. So um, if you attempt to block, I'm going to be wide open for something worse, like a three or a wide open two, or I can just do nothing and walk back, or in this case, this game has catch and dash. I can catch
Right.
and dash away in case you want to swipe.
Right.
So it's a borderline broken skill. So what the feature is saying is like when you do an airwalk, it's smaller, but when you do a second one, it's bigger. So they don't want to give you the big one off the bat because then that would just be like this character would just be like putting their nuts on everyone's mom's shoulder, and they don't want that. So
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. There's also mentioned that this is a defensive small forward for the most part.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's toxic because like
Yeah.
every small forward is defensive. But
Yeah.
the best way I can describe it is like so PFs when dunking they can get like through into contact, which is
Right.
crazy.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll notice SFs get contact failed significantly less, and that's for the ones who have like 160, 170 contact. So these ones are in the 200s. Besides Luka, because it's negative, it's crazy. So that double PF lineup stuff is gonna be dead in the water. Um, I don't know about Shaq. I guess Shaq doesn't matter because he doesn't exist anymore. You know.
Yeah.
You see like 2 Shaqs a year now, but yeah. So like it's gonna kill the double PF lineup because everyone can block now. You have a center,
Right.
you have an SF, and then against dash, like if your small forward's locked in, they can block over screens. Normally they can block slightly over screens, but now with elite power block they get more range, and then with block stat they get more range. Um, and then I guess the only thing that they would have to worry about is double PG because they're fast. But if these characters get like 290 speed, like if you have pro stats on and proficiency stats,
Yeah.
you're gonna have 290 speed, which is more than my Rio has because he doesn't have any clothes on. My Rio has like 278 without clothes.
Oh. Ooh.
I'd be outran by a wallet Sanji, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. So this guy is really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really quick to get to those spots where the PG can pass right and they'll get the ball and stuff like that. It's all
And the block.
yeah, and the block. The blocking is what I'm a little bit more interested on, because if against like a dash lineup, if you like this is the character what you're gonna need. I mean, something like, of course you still need like perfect help defense and stuff like that, and this is gonna cut off a lot of dash players. I think it will. Gonna cut them off a
Right
lot.
now, oh yeah, no, exactly. Right now, what they'll do, like the best way to handle dash, unless you're like watching feet and crazy instinctual, is like you can have the PG swipe while the big jumps, so that they can't pump fake and that they can't shoot it because it'll either be a block or whatever. Their only option is to walk away, and even then, it might be a green steal. So, but the thing is, if you have a small forward and a center guarding the paint, you have a Rio pressuring the PG, so he can't pass the way he wants to.
Right.
He'll have to like force some bad passes or attack the lineup. So that's either twos or really risky threes. And then the other thing is right now, sometimes people will be like, you jump first. No, I jump first. If there's an SF, they can jump first every time. And then if not, the center will jump. And then if not, the SF will jump. But that doesn't work if there's a PG on them, because if the PG jumps, then the center has to jump. And they just give the ball to the center who can dunk on the small. But
yeah, or just hook over them. Just hook over them. Yeah.
Exactly, but now if it's a small forward there instead, because they just rotated, like there's still no opening because they have 220 block and they have 200 contact. So
Right.
it's kind of crazy, right?
Right. And they really can't hook. The center. They really can't hook over the small forward because that's gonna get blocked. That's
Yeah,
gonna
they
get.
move fast.
Yeah.
They have, so like on average, like a non-block statted center has like 221 block, and then if they use pro stats, it'll go up. But that's essentially what the small forward has. So it'll be like a center playing defense on the hook, except way faster. Instead of being like 250, 260, they're 290. You're not going anywhere. It's crazy.
Right.
Really, really crazy.
Yeah. This is another thing I want to Yeah, I was thinking about when I was just watching the gameplay footage. Yeah, this the perfect passes, perfect defense. This is a perfect. This is perfect. Like this is like literally like one of the elite skill sets. Just it's gonna downright just change the game overall. That is if you
It's
do know how
perfect.
to put the use the small forward correctly, pretty much.
Yep, it'll be perfect. Everything. The only problem is like people gotta be willing to give up their skills because like I said, there's like a lot of bigs who be like, oh man, I'm averaging 5.8 rebounds a game. Like that's gonna stop if everyone's getting blocks on the other team
Right.
and your team doesn't miss. So then it's
Right.
like, oh well,
Right.
I got 2.8, but like you know what I mean.
It's
And then
yeah.
you
It's just playing teamwork at the end of the day. I mean, you're working to
for
get
the
the
win.
wins. You're not working to get like stats and stuff like that.
Yep, you gotta tell everyone that. But
Oh my god, they gonna get mad after that.
mm-hmm.
But if you see like dash teams, and I've been looking like some gameplay like from the C server, they really don't C server, and they really don't. I see that they really don't care. They just all just play as a team, because they know they know what it is at the end of the day, because they just want to get the W. It don't
Yep,
matter. At the end of the day, it don't really like matter like who averaged more points or who carried. It's just like it's a team effort. So
precisely.
yeah,
That's the best way to play.
it's really the best way to play.
Yeah.
Just listening and to your teammates, and like just just have that communication, and have that chemistry in order to
Mm-hmm.
you know to get the win. But I feel like these two characters is going to change the game. I do feel like Luka is going to be a little bit better,
Mm-hmm.
but like Sanji's defense is gonna be crazy. That elite level power block. Did Luka don't even have elite level power block, do he?
He does.
No he
He
does.
should.
He does
Yep.
actually. But he got -7 contact,
Mm-hmm.
which
It's
is
still a lot though.
yikes.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's still a lot, but yikes.
Yeah, they're really, really crazy characters.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, the best way I can compare it, like, so Mitsuki's better, significantly better than Moon, but
Yeah.
you could still get nasty with Moon with the right passes. But like,
Yeah.
you can see how bad Moon is when the passes aren't there. So
Yeah. It's
that's how I would say how crippling. Yeah,
yeah. There's nothing really that moons can do. Like there's nothing really they can do. Pretty
exactly. If they
much.
don't have a pass buff, they might as well be shooting on like a PG. Like it's like so that's the way I would say like that's how crippling Sanji could be. Like if the passes aren't right, you might as well pick a normal small forward. Like it's
Yeah.
that bad.
Yeah.
So or pick Kyrie. No, Kyrie's still nasty too.
Yeah. Wait, you said Curry?
No, no, not Kyrie.
Oh,
Kyrie's
Kyrie. I
for
thought this
sure.
man said Curry. I was like, what the?
Oh yeah, no,
They
Kyrie's nasty. Sanji's great, but
yeah.
if he
I
has to learn on time, then it's
so, but I think Luke is gonna be a little bit better than Sanji. But I think Nuka is just gonna be better than both of them. To be honest, he's still just gonna be the top small forward.
yeah, yeah. It's like it really just depends on the teams. Like, so if you said, hey, these are the three best players, they just want to win nonstop. They don't care about anything else. Put them in order. I would give it Sanji, Luka, then Kyrie. But realistically, in NA, the way people play, it's going to be Luka and Kyrie tied, and then Sanji. And that's just the raw facts because
Yeah.
people like don't want to put stuff first. Like you know what I mean? Like kind
Yeah.
of like the Mitsukis. Like they're Mitsukis who can drop 20 and they can drop 18 and they can like kill a team. And then when they go against another team who like double teams them and like the team who's on top of their defense, like they lose. And it's like, why'd you lose? And they're like, well, I'm double teaming on double team. Like, why didn't you pass? And they're like,
Right. Right.
because they can't hold me. They don't got. I'm like, okay, they can't hold you, but now you lost. And that sounds silly, but like that's the same concept with Sanji, but it's on the point guard side. Like,
Right.
hey, you could have won if you could give him the ball on time. It's like, well,
Yeah.
he would gave me space, so I'm trying to attack him. Like, you have a little space versus someone who can get a guaranteed bucket. You might just sit there and get like 8 assists a game and feel like you're doing nothing, but you get a win. And that's the reason why Sanji's probably going to be last in NA and why Luke and Kyrie are better because like I've
Yeah.
um I've gone against Kyrie's where even with me playing help defense, it's a nightmare because
Yeah.
that's what they can do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna require a team with much more higher IQ. It's yeah.
Less ego. A
And
lot less ego.
less egotistic because I already know this community has a lot of egotistic people.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like, so you have to give that up. You have that's got to go, for the sake of the team.
yeah. And like that's like how it is. It's really weird because like it's crazy like how good players will adapt. Because like CAD Keymonths, I guess they were like they were crazy and they don't play anymore. But like on 3 the other game I keep referring to console, like CAD is like a rebound god over there. Like ruining
Oh,
people's lives on
oh
server
yeah,
mode. Yeah.
oh yeah,
But in this game, no rebounds. Like he doesn't care. He gets blocks, and that's because he's playing pillar. Like I said, there's ball either shouldn't hit the rim or you shouldn't miss on your team, which means like anyone's like, yeah, you suck at rebounds. If you look at the stats, he's gonna say that because he's not getting rebounds, and like a lot of people aren't willing to take that stat cut,
yeah,
like as if they get paid for it, you know. And then the
yeah,
same thing with runs. Runs can score, but like he wasn't scoring because he's giving he the ball. Like that's you know what I mean. Like he can't score because he's doing something that works. So
right.
a lot of people aren't gonna be willing to do that. But if they were, Sanji would be better. But since they're not,
More than likely, probably go Luka
yeah,
or
Luka or
Newgate.
Kyrie,
Yeah,
yeah, Newgate's crazy.
yeah,
And like I said, if Newgate has any sense, like and passes, don't forget you gotta pass. Like
yeah,
they get crazy because, like I said, I've gone against good, like say for example, H.R. Ring. He's great on Newgate, but the
right.
thing is like he makes help defense pass hard because he's willing to pass, and just that little willingness alone to like not be the star makes it like impossible to guard him 1 versus 1, impossible to guard him 2 versus 1 because
Yeah,
it's a wide open shot if you do. So it's crazy. Yeah, they're all good. They're all gonna change the game for sure.
right. They all will. Yeah, and stuff like that. This. I don't see anyone stopping that pillar lineup beside me. I really don't see it. Like you said, like if people are willing to get up this, I don't see anybody stopping that. But like I said before, I think that people are just gonna use Luca more for ISO and stuff like that. Probably just like Newgate, maybe.
Yep. Yeah.
Uh,
People don't want to stand around and I guess role play is what you would call. People don't want to be role players. They want to like shine. So there's a lot of people who won't admit it, but like they would rather carry a game with like 20 points or like 18 rebounds and
yeah.
lose than to like have
Then
bad stats and
yeah,
win.
and
So
then go to world chat complaining.
yeah, there are a lot of people like that. So
That is me. Sometimes that is me because like if I might know my team is not very good or anything like that, and I score like a whole bunch of points and we still lose, that is me to go complain. So yeah, I gotta get out of the habit of doing that.
no, that's a difference though. Like if you score a bunch of points and go complain, like you're doing it because there's no other option. Like if you set your
Right.
team up, they'd probably walk around with the ball for like 3 seconds before they shoot. So
Right.
I've been there. I played a lot of randoms myself, so it's rough. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It
we'll
is.
have to see what happens.
We're just gonna have to see because there's supposed to be a big update right after Tyrant. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I'm a little bit excited for that. I heard that. I heard that a lot of things is getting a buff. I mean, nerfed, not buff, but nerfed. Like Mitsuki's shot and Livia's like screen, or that's already been nerfed.
No, it's coming. If you have any sense, nothing's gonna change. To be honest,
Yeah, there's a
like
cooldown
they're changing
now.
the blocking. Mm. To give you a reference, Sneak Out got nerfed, and
Yeah,
that's still gonna kill
yeah,
people, you know.
yeah, for
So,
sure, for sure.
so it's not gonna be like a real. It's not a real type of nerf. It's like for like brain dead people, like. But
Yeah.
otherwise, everyone's gonna be entirely fine.
Right, right,
So,
right.
but they are gonna have a new mode. That new mode is gonna be crazy. I hate Super Brawl, but the rewards in Super Brawl are really good. So everyone's gonna have to play Super Brawl, just like Street Kings, and no one wants to play Super Brawl. Like I was playing the other day. This LeBron took a dunk and it counted for 3 points, and I was like, that's not how dunks work.
Right.
And I took a three to catch up, and they blocked the rim. I was like, they didn't block the shot. They blocked the rim. They put, I guess, frozen ice. They put ice over the rim. The shot was going in. It didn't. And people are gonna have to deal with that if they want the rewards, because the rewards are gonna be really good. So.
Right. And bro, Super Brawl is like, oh, I haven't played Super Brawl since season 1. When they come out with that, I'm probably gonna be playing that whenever it comes out 24/7. Because those rewards and the Street King rewards, oh my god, that's
They're much better.
Yeah, much better. Yeah.
Let me see if I have
So, okay. So we got somebody who asked the question. Lee Flo said, like, what's the new Super Bowl Brawl rewards? Well, there was a video that, that was posted. Maybe you can give him the link to that. Oh, by the way, Alien, your stuff will be linked in the description, of course, below. I really appreciate you, helping me and stuff like that. But we're not done yet. We gotta get on the news and stuff like that. We gotta. So, one thing, why are they keeping my boy Phantom locked back? Like, what's going on with that? This is the second time that he had been moved. No, third time actually. This is the third time he has been moved.
Yeah, it's really, really weird. He's not an OP character. Like, he's wild. Like, he makes, scores better. But, I think it's kind of just like them carelessly bringing stuff around. Like, cause like, for them it doesn't matter. So, he's supposed to be out before, and then they had a typo, and he's supposed to come before time, which would have been weird. I was like, 2 PGs in a row. But, yeah. I'm pretty sure he has to come after time, because otherwise we win. That means we get Sanji or Selena, which is a dub.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. One weird thing about about Kuroko or Shadow Phantom, whatever you want to call him, is he gets we were talking about that earlier, like the focus 3-point shot.
Yeah.
The elite focus 3-point shot.
Yeah.
So even though he's a pass spot, if you leave him open, his is plus 15% instead of plus 12 or 10.
Right.
So he's gonna be catch.
Yeah. God.
Interesting character.
Yeah. He's gonna be so much of a pass spot. They're gonna leave that man open like every single time. But then again, there is pro stats do exist, so they might turn him into like a dunker or something like that. So it is possible to do that. It is possible to do that. I can expect that happening. I expect people put time set on him with a double LD range, dunk rate, block rate, and stuff like that. So they might change him up, even though they might get a little bit triggered of that he's only a pass bot. So they might change him up.
Yeah, if they think clearly, it'll be great. Because like I said, the best way I would play him, like, I don't attack the basket RPG unless I have to. But if I played Kuroko, Phantom Shadow, whatever you want to call him, I'm attacking the basket every time.
Right.
And as soon as they put the double team on me, like, I'm passing it every time. I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me try to double clutch my way out of this. And then the other thing is like, you know how sometimes like there's a like say if there's a turnover or a transition, and the PG's out in the corner and they shoot the fade. Like if you shoot that focus 3-point, which you will have enough time to get off.
Yeah, of course.
You shoot that focus 3-point with Roku, which is plus 15%, in the center dishes you the ball, which is like anywhere between plus 4 to 6%. Like you're not missing. Like you'll probably have a better shot than a Mitsuki. Like, on a pass buff, not without. Like you'll him with a pass buff versus you with a center pass buff. Your shot's more likely to drop. So it'll be crazy. Not contested though. So don't be shooting face shots.
Yeah. Oh my god. Because this man had the 10 minus mid shot. This man's a pass buff. I mean, in the anime, he was only really good at passing. I mean, if I'm being, if I'm correct with my information, he was only good at passing. So I
in the anime. We're gonna keep him real. He was the way PGs be nowadays. Like when they get a little bit of that stuff to their head, like yo, let me shine, y'all. Like, cause he was a pass spot until until
Yeah.
he started trying to do stuff along with his Phantom shot. So, yep.
Yeah. That pass when went where it glows up, I do be looking at that. I wonder if that can still get intercepted. Can that still get intercepted by
Um,
by a Mary or something like that? Like that.
what once he
Like
releases, I'll test it out because like there's a lot of things that can and can't be intercepted that are like bugs, and I already dropped them in Mamba's lap, so hopefully he gets them fixed.
yeah.
But like the thing is like the reason why like I'm so chill about like oh man this stuff's broke like I'm not like losing my shirt is because like if they fix those bugs like it's better for everyone else to play. Players
Right.
doesn't get the money, and like at the end of the day like they want money.
Right.
Like so you know what I mean? Like so if they fix all these bugs which cost money to fix, and then like it's like all right now we're happier.
You know.
The end. Like
Yeah.
okay so
Yeah. Just fix the
yeah.
bugs in the game and stuff like that. Speaking of bugs in the game, have you like from time to time? Do you guys like get like any lag spikes or anything like that? Or you know that your frames per second is just randomly just going down and shooting right back up, making you running to a
Oh yeah.
wall, making you lag and stuff like that. Yeah, that has been going on for the past I don't like 4 seasons now, and they still haven't fixed that. And I'm so surprised in the dev talk that no one has mentioned that at all. So I'm a little concerned about that.
Well, I think the thing with that is like people. I don't want to say they gave up on it, but like they gave up because like it's kind of like proving that ghosts are real. Like no, trust me, there's ghosts here, and like you know like to provide enough evidence will lead nowhere. So like there are bugs in the game that I gave them like hey here goes actual proof. Like you can look at it in your face like undisputable proof, and then that's the stuff that's like oh okay, we'll try to get it fixed. Like you know what I mean? Like I just mentioned about some intercept stuff going on, and there's a lot more.
Yeah.
But with things like that, like you can actually prove, like even then, it's like, hey, I don't know if we'll fix it because it's not necessarily gonna make money to fix it.
Yeah.
So to prove to them that like it's lagging and it's the servers and it's not my connection, that's like almost impossible. And then when you do actually prove it, it's like, well, not everyone has it, and if everyone said that they had it,
Right.
even then, it's like, well,
Right.
y'all be alright. Like you know, it's kind of like. So I think everyone just gave up. That's why they don't talk about the
Yeah.
TikTok.
Cause those lag spikes and that frames per second, Jesus Christ! Cause I know it's not me. Cause every time when that happens with me, I literally check my internet connection. Say like it's very fast. I'm like, okay, it's not me. I know it's not me. It's the game. So I can't really, you can't really do much about that. You're just stuck on the course right there. You're just
Yep.
stuck on the court. There's literally no point. And that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like, I hope in the next dev talk somebody really like talks about that issue because that's one of the reasons that's just making like some players quit because of the lag. It's not
Yeah.
you can have like a whole because I was on a well not was but I was on a iPhone 13 new phone came out everything like that and somehow in some way my FPS is still going down. This is a brand new phone, so there's no reason why that it should be lagging like that. Being
Yeah,
on
yeah.
perfect
I get the
Wi-Fi.
drops. Yeah, I get the drops on emulated with an overpowered PC. I get the drops on the iPhone, the iPad. Like, the frame drops are there. I mean, it's just like I don't know. Like, people don't complain about it because there's two reasons. Like, one, they'll just tell you like check your connection and all that other stuff, and then two, it's bad because some people will complain and they're wrong. So it's kind of like if someone says, hey, there's a wolf in my house," and like, "No, it's not. That's a dog." Then next time when someone says there's a wolf in their house and it's actually a wolf, like people are like, well, nah, because there are people who do have frame drops and stuff, and they be like,
Bro,
"Hey, my
this
iPhone
man
4S."
straight trying to be funny. This man straight is trying to be funny.
That's the
Ain't no
thing.
fake iPhones, bro.
Mm. No, it is because like some people will like I said, a lot of people have the real issues, and then some people have issues, and they're like, "Oh wait, I was using data in the boondocks, my bad." And then once they hear that, like once, like every other person who said 50 times that they're having issues, like, "Oh, all of y'all got the same issue as that guy," you know. So
Yeah.
it's rough.
Yeah, it's very rough. It's very rough.
It is. It is real. Because like I said, in season 1 and 2, like this game was
Right. This game was so smooth. Like, no lag spikes. Even when I was streaming, there was no lag and no lag spikes or anything like that. It was just smooth. It was smooth. 120 frames per second. Like,
Yep.
I was good. I was good. I don't know what happened. The service just got worse within time.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure after the update, it'll get better. It will get better. I was hoping that it was gonna get better after the last update, but it didn't. It was just still the same. Cause sometimes my frames per second will be like at 30, then it'll go up to like 110, and then it'll go right back down to 8. I'm like, what is going? That is a little bit frustrating. That is a little bit frustrating. So I hope in the future they can fix that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. Another future thing, bro. Are they really gonna add Steph Curry into the game, or am I tripping? Or that Black Mama's just trolling?
Nah, forever, for sure. They're gonna add everyone, everywhere until the game is dead, like dead ass. So, with these games, like generally, like I said, I don't want to keep referring to 3-on-3, but that's the game where, like, before this game, I used to like look into data and all this other stuff and talk to the girls. Um, when the game launched, they had like 2.5 years worth of characters already made that they could like technically drop like 18 characters off the bat. So
Right.
this game, as well, if you think about it, like right now we're all here waiting for like Luka and stuff like that, but we're on who are we on? We're almost on Tyrant, you know. So
Yeah.
we're missing like 5 or 6 characters, and then you gotta remember in China they already have characters that aren't released that they have on deck. So there's like 10, 20 characters down the line that we don't even know about that
Right.
are on the way. And then also,
I think the
if you look
Japan.
at the characters,
I think Japan and Taiwan servers get those players first, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. So it goes China gets it first, then SEA, which is like Taiwan, Japan, all that other stuff, and then we're third. But, if you look in the card decks, like they have the coach card, which is Kyrie, and that's been in there since last when did this game release? July last year or
Yeah.
June last year. And
Yeah.
the same thing for AI. Like they have all these cards that were hinting at these characters being in the game, and they've been here forever. So yeah, of course they're gonna get Kyrie. They're gonna release characters until there are no characters released to be like as long as the game's up.
Yeah.
So
And that's when the game
yeah.
just poofs pretty much like that. Which I hope it don't. Which I hope it don't happen. I hope it just is gone like that and stuff like that. It's gonna keep on going. I think it's gonna keep on going even after the fact. To be honest, and they're just gonna
For sure.
be just re-releasing characters and and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
for us they're chilling, but back in China, like this game is popping in China, and I think it was 2021 or 2020.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
2020 as in before when it
Right,
came out for us.
right.
It was like the second most popular mobile sports game. Like, and that's in China. Like China, they
Yeah,
have more gamers in China than we have people in the U.S.
right.
I think that's
Oh
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's what China, China. That's what China is kind of is like. The whole thing. With the new technology and gamers and stuff like that. I can see that. I can see them having way more of a fan base of gamers than we do in America.
yep. It's crazy. Like we got like almost 300 or 300 million people. They got like 666 million gamers, and that's counting like the people who are supposed to be gaming, not the
Right.
people who aren't,
Right.
which is everyone under 18. They're not supposed to be gaming. So yeah,
Wait, what?
they get money. Yeah. There's a huge gaming ban. If you're under 18, you're only supposed to game for 3 hours a week, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, from 8 to 9 p.m.
Jesus
And they will kick you
Christ.
out if you don't.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Oh.
Yeah. If you're
Oh
in the
my.
middle of a game,
Oh my
they're locking you
God.
out. Like your mom come in the room style. Like system gets shut off, no saving, no telling your friends bye. Like you turn into a bot mid match. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Yep.
I think that's about it. I think that's about it of what I wanted to cover. What of
Oh,
for the oh
one more thing you do want to cover, which I know you're probably forgetting, which no one else is forgetting, is mastery. So that's really weird. That's the weirdest thing because like mastery got taken out in Taiwan because like they had a huge ban, so everyone in Taiwan is like they got one server in Taiwan or SEA, like T server. And there's like no one to play, so they had mastery match for like 1.5 months or 2 months, and they got taken out. So there's like a weird thing where in China, like they love mastery match, but there's a lot of people. In NA, I want to say people hate mastery match,
Yeah.
but bums don't. So like that's
So
what's really weird.
yeah,
When you have
and
to
there's a
play.
balance between them and the people who don't want mastery in the game, because I don't want mastery in the game. That mastery kind of you're basically draining your win percentage just to get like a orange or an orange name or a red and white chat and stuff like that. Like that's what's basically happening. I mean, again, if they put like teens in mastery match, then maybe yeah, maybe yeah. But the whole point of mastery is just like the solo queue to get yourself up to the top. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
no, I hate orange and purple names, so I'm all about mastery match for myself because I don't get the orange name by not playing it. But you gotta remember with mastery match, the reason why it's so weird is like everyone you don't want on your team,
Gets on your
they
team.
want to
Gets
be
on
on
your
your team.
team. I
Like, so
swear.
when you pull up with like gang or co, like you like, oh shit, here we go, and he's like, oh shit, here we go, like he just like that. So I honestly have no idea what they're gonna do with it, but like it's really weird because like it will change so much
Right.
if they do take it out, and if they leave it in, they can take it out, they can leave it in, but who knows? But all I
Yeah.
do know is like it's a hit in China, it's a failure in SEA, and we're
Did
like right in the middle of them, so who
didn't
knows
didn't
where
they
it's
take it
gonna
out of the
go?
C server too?
Yep, they took it out with like 6 weeks or something. It came out in March and it was gone by like May.
Jesus
But
Christ.
they lost a lot of people from the top up band, so they don't really have a
Yikes.
choice.
Yeah. I think that's once that starts happening, I feel like that's when the time they're gonna take out mastery.
Yeah.
I hope they take out mastery beforehand, because this I can't do that. I just play one mastery match per season. I do not care at this point. I
Yeah.
don't care.
That one mastery match gets you like 1K gems though, so it's kind of fire.
Yeah,
But
true.
I did it accidentally because I didn't know how to avoid mastery match. But the one thing I do like about mastery is like no purple or orange name, and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I like watching people get banned. Like it is
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, people. You got people like Gang, a KO83. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
in rank match 7,000 minutes. Like I'm like, oh, they
What,
got
dude?
you.
That I saw that new KO was like in there for like 100K minutes, 100K. What?
He got him.
Jesus Christ, that
That's
is
hilarious.
bad. That is bad. It's funny at the end of the day, though. It's bad. It's bad. It has to be stopped, but it's funny at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree. But like I
Yeah.
said, like we're gonna have to see what happens because like I said, the people who hate it, are the people that love it are riding coattailing, like in the backpack. So,
Yeah.
so like for every like, there's like probably like 5 or 10% of people who hate it because they're good, and then the other 90% are being like, who trying to carry me? Like like they ready, like
Yeah.
they ready for the. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. Make free to play players at least have a little bit of an advantage. Cause I remember in one, well, not a little bit of an advantage, but make it a little bit fair. I guess when they did that with the pool stuff and everything like that, and get the free dunk outfits, yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
It
Mamba's
does,
going hard.
yeah, something like that, because
He's
the
trying to
free to
get
play
everybody.
players, have literally nothing. they
Yeah,
have
no, it's
have literally nothing, and these servers, there's more people coming to the game because this G50 is already out. G51 is actually already out by this point, and it's only been like 2 weeks, 2 3 weeks that G49 was out. So that's a lot of players already. So
yeah,
I just say like give them to like to where, you know, they can have like some type of stats, closing, charm, and stuff like that. Like get them set up, get them
well,
set
it's
up.
not even for me for the new players per se. Like it's just Mamba's trying to help out with all that stuff because he goes crazy.
Right.
But like my thing is like, say if you quit in season 3, you want to come back now. Like if you know exactly how to play the game, you never stop watching. Like you ready to hop in right now.
Right.
you still have to build an account, and like that catch up mechanic isn't there. So like, and then they block pay to win people with time. So there's like no medium, you know. Like so like
Yeah.
if I wanted to come back and I was like, yo, I haven't played in 6 months. I know how to play. I run pillar. I'm gonna drop 50 if you give me your account, but on my own account, like that type of person, they just gotta sit stuck in the water for like 30 to 60 days, and no one want to do that, you know.
Yeah.
Like, no one's trying to be like, yo, it's crazy. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
we're
see.
gonna. It's gonna.
Mama's really trying to help.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he gotta get paid. Well, not him, but they gotta get paid. So
Yeah,
like,
and they gotta get paid and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully after that update, everything is gonna change pretty soon, and you know, this will be a much better game than what it was in the past couple of months. Cause I already know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it might bring some
Either
people
way.
back. It might bring some people back. So we just gonna have to wait
Yeah.
and see.
Either way, there's gonna be new relationships because like I said, the people who suck in mastery are probably gonna be the people going crazy in Super Brawl. So people might make friends, which is gonna be weird because Super Brawl is wild. So we'll see.
Yeah, I already know that Super Bowl is gonna be filled. Like Super Bowl is gonna be filled in the next update. But yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna have to see and figure it out. Anyway, I appreciate you, AlienfunBug, for helping me out with this. If you can know, his screen will be in the description below. The Discord will be in the link in the description below. And we are out of here. Peace.
Thanks for having me.
All right, no problem. It's your boy YG. We out.